Raise the presser foot lifter. Turn the hand wheel counterclockwise or toward you until the needle is in its highest position. Place the thread spool on the spool pin with the thread reeling off the spool like this. Though thread spools come in various styles, most will fit easily on the spool pin. If the thread spool cap is used, make sure it is not pressing too tightly against the spool. The thread spool should turn freely when the thread is pulled. While holding the thread with your right hand and guiding the end of the thread with your left hand, bring the thread under the thread guide slot at the top of the machine and then slip it into the tension disc securely. Bring the thread down, go around the U-turn, then bring it back up. Thread the eye of the take-up lever from right to left. Bring the thread back down and thread the guide, which is just above the needle. To thread the guide, turn the hand wheel toward you to lower the needle about halfway down, which will make the guide more accessible. Turn the hand wheel again to raise the needle. Now thread the needle from front to back. When inserting the bobbin into the bobbin case, it is important to use only metal bobbins so the magnetized bobbin case will function properly. Using transparent plastic bobbins in the magnetized bobbin case will result in a lack of thread tension on the bobbin thread, which will cause poor stitch formation. The bobbin case is designed to be used with metal bobbins only. Be sure they are Singer Class 15 metal bobbins. Raise the presser foot lifter. Turn the hand wheel counterclockwise until the needle is in its highest position. Pull the slide plate forward and remove it. Remove the empty bobbin. Place the filled bobbin into the bobbin case and pull about 4 inches of thread from the wound bobbin. Check that the bobbin turns in a counterclockwise direction when the thread is pulled. When you pull the thread, if the bobbin turns in a clockwise direction like this, remove the bobbin and replace it in the machine so it turns counterclockwise. Hold the needle thread with your left hand. Turn the hand wheel counterclockwise or toward you, first lowering the needle and then continuing to turn the hand wheel until the needle comes to its highest position. Lightly pull the needle thread and pick up the bobbin thread, which will appear through the opening of the needle plate slot. Pull both threads to the back like this, leaving thread tails about 4 inches long. Replace the bobbin cover plate. You are now ready to begin stitching. Before you begin stitching, if desired, turn on the light located here at the side of your machine. Raise the presser foot lifter. Turn the hand wheel toward you to raise the needle to its highest position. Your Pixie Plus craft machine has a selection of 8 different stitch types. Select the stitch you want to use depending on your project. Turn the stitch selector dial so that the number of the stitch you want to sew lines up with the arrow marking on the machine. Place the fabric under the presser foot. Lower the presser foot, turn the hand wheel toward you to lower the needle into the fabric, then begin stitching. It is very important to lower the presser foot before you begin stitching so that the stitches will form properly and the fabric will feed smoothly under the presser foot. It is not necessary to push or pull the fabric as you stitch. When you are finished stitching, turn the hand wheel toward you to raise the needle to its highest position and continue turning until the needle begins to descend. Raise the presser foot lifter, then draw your fabric toward the left. Use the thread trimmer at the side of the machine to trim the thread tails. If you notice that there is a lot of thread accumulating on the bottom side of the fabric, this is an indication that the machine has not been correctly threaded. Rethread the machine and then resume sewing.
Wait, you haven't seen the best part yet. Here are some amazing offers and specials available for one time only. You can't afford to miss it.